Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm back with another video. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to do a Baylor video, and honestly this video is more towards the minorities, the African American students that want to attend Baylor, or you have questions about it. So I get so many questions about Baylor and the black students. Are there a lot of black students? All that type of stuff. I get so many questions about Baylor, and I'm gonna make more videos on Baylor, such as how to get accepted, my experience there, and X, Y, and Z. But this video is gonna be mostly for the African Americans that have a lot of questions about it. So for starters, Baylor is a PWI, which is predominantly white institution. I will read the statistics. I will read the statistics for you. So let's start off with this. So the enrolled population at Baylor University, I don't know what year this is, but I'm just gonna tell y'all what it says. So there are 63% white, 14% Hispanic or Latino, 6.2% black, you have 5.8% Asian, 4.6% of two or more races, 0.428% of African Indian or Alaskan, 0.528% Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islanders. So those are the statistics for Baylor as far as minorities and all that type of stuff, because I know a lot of y'all have those type of questions. I'm not gonna lie, when I first applied to Baylor, I did not know it was a PWI. I had no clue that there weren't going to be a lot of African American students there. I didn't know. Honestly, when I was looking at Baylor, I was more looking at the athletic side. I was looking more on the track side, because that's what I came to Baylor for. So I wasn't really focused on that. I didn't really know. Honestly, I didn't even know Baylor had like a kind of a household name. I didn't know about that. So I didn't know what I was getting into. So coming into Baylor, so y'all gonna be seeing me looking like this because I have questions that people ask me, and I just want to make sure I get to all of them. So I'm gonna start off with this. So someone recently asked me a question, and I'm just gonna read it. So she said, I'm not gonna say her name, but she said she recently had been accepted into Baylor. It is one of her top choices. She asked me that she's been looking to ask someone about their experience at Baylor because it is a PWI. And she said that I've been looking for a person of color that attends Baylor, and I came across your YouTube video. Thank you, girl. Thank you. She said I came across your YouTube video, and I would like to know, how was your experience at Baylor being African American? So I'm gonna start from there. So my experience being at Baylor as an African American, I would say, it hasn't been bad. I've had a lot of friends of color. It hasn't been difficult. I would say that the only thing that bothers me the most is that when I go to class, it's probably like a good 2 black people in the class, and then everybody else is, like different races or European Americans. So it's not really a lot of black people in the classes. I remember one time I had a class and I was literally the only black person in there. Also, as far as like my professors, I've only had one black professor, and I've been at Baylor this is my 3rd year. I will be graduating this year. Singer, okay. So I've only had one black teacher. All my other teachers, they were either white or any other race. They were any other race pretty much. So I never really had black teacher, which is something that I kind of didn't like. I wish there were more black professors at Baylor. Some other students may have had a lot of black professors, but I haven't, honestly. So another question was asked, Was it hard to make friends at Baylor? So no, it was not hard to make friends at Baylor. I have so many great friends here, from track to even non-athletes. Like, I've had so many friends, so that's not an issue. I don't think that will ever be an issue if you are an African American coming in. You and I not have friends, and not even just African Americans, like other races at the school. They're very welcoming, they're very nice. I've never felt left out. You know, everyone's pretty much friendly, so you won't really have an issue with that. So it's really good. Did you tend to have significantly less African Americans in your classes compared to white students? Okay, so I already answered that. So have you ever experienced racism on campus? This is a question that I do get a lot. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people have asked me that. So personally, I've never experienced racism on campus. I never came across anyone that has been racist towards me or discriminated towards me. I can't speak for all the other black students on campus, or any other race, you know, on campus. I can't speak for that because, you know, I personally haven't experienced it, so I don't know how that feels. Yeah, I've never experienced it, which is a good thing. Most of the people on the campus, you know, all the other students are very friendly. You know, no one is rude. I never came across someone that made me feel left out, or, you know, made me feel like I was different because I was black. I never had that issue, so, which is a very good thing, you know. All right. Are there any other organizations or events for African Americans on campus? Yes, there is. So there are black fraternities and sororities. You have, on the guys' side, you have Kappas, Sigmas, and Alphas. And then on the girls' side, you have Zetas, Gamma Rho's, you have AKAs and Deltas. So it's a full yard out there. So there are sororities and fraternities out there. Organizations, other organizations, they have an organization called ASA. Also, you have NAACP, that's there as well. And I think, what's another organization? It's an organization called Roots, I think, and it's for natural hair. They talk about natural hair, how to take care of it, and all that type of stuff. I'm trying to think if there anymore. There's more. I can't think of. Oh, you have BSU. I think that's, yeah, BSU. That's a black organization. And then also you have other things such as FaceTime with God, which is like a Bible study that happens once a week, and it's hosted by the black students on campus. I know I'm missing more because there are other black organizations. And also on the more social side, you do have parties. African Americans, I would say, okay, let me say this first. The black students that are on campus, they call themselves Black Baylor. So it's like a name. But there are a lot of things that are going on, like as far as on the social side, you do have parties. We have a step show every year hosted by one of the fraternities. You have fashion shows, you have different parties. You can never go, there are events. There's pool parties that happen every year, and also we have this traditional holiday every year called Dia del Oso, and we've had Waka Flocka came, I think we've had Travis Scott came. I wasn't here. So I mean, there are things that you can get involved in when it comes to Baylor and the whole African American side. So something I want to talk about is probably like some stuff that I wish was a bit different at Baylor. I'm just gonna say from my experience, like I said earlier, I said I wish that we've had more black professors. I feel like sometimes, just speaking as African American, just my opinion, sometimes when you have an African American professor, it can be a lot more easier because it's kind of like a connection. if you get what I'm saying. I have nothing against any other race type of professors. I love my professors. I've never had an issue with any of my professors, but sometimes it would just be nice to see somebody my color, you know, being a professor at Baylor University. You know, that sometimes it kind of helps you mentally. Also, some stuff that I wish that were different is I feel like Baylor can like shy away from playing any type of African American type of music. Stuff like Drake, you know what I mean? Like that type of music. I feel like on Christmas on 5th, which is another traditional event that we have every year, I feel like they kind of try not to play African American music, and I don't think that it's something that they're purposely doing. Maybe they just don't think about it, honestly. I don't think that Baylor's purposely doing things, but I just feel like that they should, like, you know, entertain other audience, other cultures, like sometimes play Latino music, sometimes play African American music, you know, all the different races, you know, bring it all together so everyone can feel like they're, you know, they're a part, you know what I mean? And I think that this year on Christmas on 5th, this was the first year, like me, maybe they did it in the past, but for me, this was the first year I heard them play black music. They played the Temptations, Silent Night, and I was shocked. I was like, okay. They played Mariah Carey, because I remember last year on Christmas on 5th, they played literally 5 seconds of Mariah Carey. So I just feel like that they would be a little bit more open to African American music. So just kind of like bring everybody's music together, you know what I mean? But honestly, to all my African American students or minorities, if you are applying to Baylor and it is your dream school, by all means, I think you should come. I don't think that you should just be like, you know what, I'm not gonna go because it's a PWI. I mean, I'm happy with Baylor. Honestly, I feel like it helped me open up to associate myself with all different backgrounds and cultures, because I've always been that type of person where I've always had, you know, African American friends and, you know, a good of other races as well, but I've always been known to have that. So I think that coming to Baylor, it kind of helped me, and it kind of allowed me to be around other people with different backgrounds and cultures, which is something that's very good, you know. So I'm kind of glad on that. But if this is your dream school, girl, boy, like, come on, come to Baylor. We want you. We welcome you with big arms. You should definitely come. I would never tell somebody not to come. The only reason why a person probably wouldn't come because they probably don't feel comfortable. Maybe they want to go to HBCU, or maybe they just want to go to a regular school. You know what I mean? Because look, in my opinion, Baylor, it's not that much of a diverse school, honestly. I'm gonna just be real with you. It's not diverse, but you know, we do have our people here. Our people is there. They there. All right. What else? I feel like you guys asked me more questions. I have more questions, but they're literally on different social media accounts, and I will be scrolling on the messages forever. So what I'm thinking about doing is that I'm going to do a Q&A in the comments. So if you have any questions, if you're African American, or if you are a minority, a person that is another race, I will answer your questions as well. So please y'all, I can't think of all the questions, but please just give me the questions in the comment box, and I would definitely answer them for you. I'll make another video and I'll answer all those questions for you. I'll try to be as detailed as possible. Anything that you have, it doesn't matter. I got you. I got y'all. I will let y'all know. But it's a great school, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're gonna have fun, honestly. But I'm going to make more videos. I am going to make a video on how to get accepted to Baylor. I'm also going to make a video on how is the social side, being an athlete at Baylor. I'm going to do all that for you guys, and I know I'm moving slow, but I got y'all. During this quarantine, I got y'all. Look, I got you. So thank you guys for watching my video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and go ahead and follow me on my social media accounts. All the details will be in the description box below. I love y'all, and thank you for watching my video. Bye. Come to Baylor.